Kathy here from KathysKuteKreations. I know they say 3 is a charm, but this is the 4th time I have tried to start this video. I'm going to talk about what I'm doing right this very second. I had questions about the bow cozy, and I had an update on the Bella Rose box. All right, so let's do the Bella Rose box first. So I got an email, and they made a mistake on the pattern for gift number 8. So they're going to correct that. And in addition to that, they're going to give us a pattern for a tree skirt. Okay, so that's what's coming up. The second thing I want to talk about real quick is that I got an email from an individual named Jean. And she said she tried to download the Gingerbread Man from my website and my video. I'm not selling anything from my website or my videos. Okay? If I do anything, it's free, and I'm going to be sending it to you at this point because I don't have a way to do anything. My Etsy shop is on hold. My son's working on that. My Facebook is, not my Facebook, excuse me. My website is just to look at. It's on hold also. And the Facebook is just looking at stuff. And it's outdated because I haven't put a bunch of stuff on it because my phone is the only thing at this point that's updated. My laptop and my iPad are over 10 years old. They don't take my, I can't update anything, and it's all like on a standstill. So, that being said, please don't try to purchase anything from me, okay? I'm not selling anything. That was those 2 things. Now, I have the AccuQuilt Go, which is the electric. This is the die. These are called dies. This is, let me make sure it's not upside down. Okay, that's this one here. And what I'm doing is I'm making postcards and I'm putting this on it. Now, these little things right here are the tops. Like, see how there's a top right there on that one? This one doesn't have one and this one doesn't have one. So you can use it right here. You can use them. All right. I have one started here. And if you saw my other videos, you saw where I made one for my Secret Santa. So here is the one that I started. Now, all I've done is I've cut out my fabric. You can see it's got little snowflakes on it. The cardboard, it's a board stock, and it is, I bought these pre-cut, but you can cut them yourself. I think they're, I can't even remember what size they are. Hold on one second. They're 7 by 5, I believe. Yes, 5 by 7, just like a postcard. You can make this and literally just send it in the mail. On this back side, put a line down there, put your address and everything on one side and your little note, whatever you're saying, on the other. Or you can put them in those little bitty envelopes, the little manila envelopes that fit these, and you can send it that way also, either way. But you take this, you take your fabric, which I don't have a piece of fabric, but here's the fabric. And then I'm putting, which in this case, I'm going to make these little bitty ornaments, and I'm going to put it on there. This is what I'm using. This right here is the one kind, that's the side that's sticky, and I'm only doing the one side of sticky, okay? So this is the sticky side. You can see a little bit of shine there. But I also started out with this, which is 2-sided. And that is this product right here. I will show you. I don't know if we can, here we go. That'll be good. That's what I started with. And I use the light, the number 2, because it is the lighter one, okay? I buy it in a roll, and when I get to using it, to keep it from drying out, because if you don't know anything about this stuff, eventually it dries out. So I've wrapped mine up with, I want to say Glad Wrap. It's the stuff you use in the kitchen to cover your stuff. So cling wrap or anything. You wrap it all up. I got it tucked in here. That will keep the glue from drying out. Alrighty? I have another box of this coming. Now that's what I use for these postcards. I'm going to show you the fabric that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use this fabric here for one of the little ornaments. This fabric for one of the little ornaments. And this fabric. Now this one I'm going to use this little guy right here. Fussy cut him on probably this or this one, because the head is the part that I'm looking to get. And what I'll do first is I will cut it out to match that little size. Then I'll turn around and iron it to my fusible. Then cut it, because the AccuQuilt Go will cut 6 layers. Now, that's not just 6 layers of fabric. If you're going to put something with the fabric, that counts as one of the layers. So I could get 3 pieces of fabric and 3 pieces of my, look at this, I'm drawing a blank, my steam seam too, or I can use something else. So I have different products here. I'm going to show you 2 of them that I use. And then I use this one here. Now, this is also what I use when I don't use the steam seam too, the double-sided. If I only want the one side, this is, let me see if I got it on my own. Okay, so this is called 801 Fusible. Okay, comes on a bolt. Let's see if I can keep it from being upside down. I wrote it on there. You can buy this. It'll come wrapped like a bolt, but it won't be on a bolt. And my sister, the state that she lives in, when you go to Joann's, they have all of these sitting in the containers that are empty. They give them away. In this state here, they don't give anything away. They will not let you have it, even though they just trash it. When it comes to using the stabilizer for the bow cozies, I use this one, which is, did I write it on here? No, I did not. Okay, so I can look right through here, and I believe it is for, let me see. I thought it, yeah, here it is. I don't think you can see it through the paper, or through the thing here. It's easy 114. So my finger is right there. And that's what I use for the bow cozies. Now, I got a piece up here so I can give you an idea of the difference of the thickness, because you're probably thinking, well, it's all the same stuff. Well, it's not the same stuff. That's just it. I got all 3 pieces. Here's the double-sided. This is the steam seam light. This is for the postcard, so the ornament. So you can tell, hear it. And then this, if I can get it up here, which is totally flimsy, is what I put on the bow cozies. And it is one-sided. You can get it 2-sided. I don't bother, because this gets adhered to the fabric that I'm doing with my bow cozy. Then the batting comes on top of this. Well, if you've got this, even though it's the smooth side, the batting's got texture, and the batting literally holds on to that. So you flip it all over, because you're going to be using this side of the fabric whenever you quilt on it. The batting will be towards your sewing machine table like that, and will run like that. And batting literally sticks to fabric. You don't need to spray starch it. I mean, not spray starch it. You don't need to spray it with any kind of adhesive. Now, if you want to use double-sided stabilizer, you can use double-sided. It's whatever your preference is. The glue eventually goes away with the iron, so it's not going to interfere with making it and trying to put it in your microwave. Now, I'll explain more of that when we make a bow cozy. I'm going to make some myself here, because I got some that I've got to get out this week for Secret Santa, daughter, so other people I'm making them for. But we're going to do a video, and I try to keep my videos at 15 minutes or less, or else I name them 1 and 2. I was having a whole lot of difficulty with my internet, and it just for a 20-minute video, for a 20-minute video, it was taking me hours to upload it, which is crazy, but that's my internet, and the more people that are on it, the less I can do. So I try to make my videos short. That, and I like to watch videos that are short too. I don't care for the long ones. If I'm going to watch a really long video, I'm going to turn it on and sit down and do sewing, believe it or not. Okay, so that was everything I believe that I wanted to tell you and update you. Oh, one more thing, which I find is crazy, and what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. So I was trying to buy, now I'm not out buying advent boxes and all that, but I was online and I was looking to try to get a variety of cookies for Christmas, because I didn't want to bake a bunch of cookies. So I see this coming in the mail, right? I get it in the mail and I open it up and I look at it and I go, what the heck is this? And I look at this and it says, it's actually an advent calendar of candy. So I have to go back to look to see if I actually ordered it, because I don't remember ordering it. So if somehow it got in my cart instead of the cookies getting in my cart. So it looks like this. And you got until the 30th of September next year to eat it. So I've unwrapped it. I'm not going to do it every day, eat a piece of candy, but let me just show you what the inside is. It is so pretty. It would be a cute little box. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And I would not have gotten this because I'm too picky when it comes to eating candy, especially chocolate, because I don't like certain ones. So let me see what the first one is. If it's what I think it is, these kind I do like. Yeah, now this kind of chocolate, I like. There you go. So, that's all right. I like the little sea salt ones. Well, I like this brand anyway, so. Okay, that was it. And I will see you in the next video with the Bow Cozy. Hopefully, I haven't forgotten anything and I've answered everybody's question. If you have more questions, ask them. I'll write them down. I sit and I look at all the questions and everything on my telephone, and I'm going to take a pad down with me today, and every time somebody asks a question, I'm going to write down the answer so that I can go ahead and answer it in the video, okay? I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. I'm back because I got to thinking, well, I'll just show you how I'm doing it. Here's this one. I've got the fusible on the back. Same with this one. And same with that one. And this is what you do. Alrighty, so I'm going to take this one and I'm going to try to get it right in here like that. So he'll sit on there. It doesn't need to be straight. It's fine. I want this one to be the middle one. So I got it all covered up. And I want this one to be that one. Then along with these dies, when you buy your first one, it comes with a mat. Eventually the mats wear out. As you can see, this mat has had a lot of use. But you just flip it over there on the other side and use it. Now you put it on here. And I've covered the mat. Here's the button to turn it on. I've already got it plugged in. And we will see. This is it right here. You take it and you just push it. And as it goes through here, it cuts it. And the reason I got this one instead of the one that you use to go like this with it is because of my arthritis so bad. And now you just take it apart. And let's see if it worked. So we got his face in there like that. We got this one. And we have this one. There you go. So now I'll just take them and put them on a postcard. And we'll stitch them down. And I'll probably do just a straight stitch. That's all it needs. Or I can do a blanket stitch. Whatever kind of little stitches my sewing machine has on them, that's normally what I will do. And if you're unsure because you think they won't stay down, you can take a little bit of glue. And if I was gluing them now, I would glue it down the middle here. I would not glue it around the edges here because that's where your needle is going to go down into the fabric. And if the needle goes down, it's going to get glue on it and it's going to get all gummed up. Now, because this was the Steam Seam 2, this can actually come off. You just pick it with your finger. Let's see if I got any luck getting it picked. Because this is double-sided. I'm going to put it over there on a card as soon as only if I can get it. There we go. You just pull it off like that. And then this has got, as you can tell, it's got sticky stuff on it. And you put it on your card. You just iron it down. So this one, since it's double-sided, won't need the glue. But if you didn't have a double-sided one, then you would need the glue to hold it down. And then when it comes time that I will show you how to do some quilting on stuff, because it's not that your fabric's always flimsy. Lots of people don't like to starch their fabric. If you starch it, you make it stiff. But if you don't starch it, and lots of times I don't starch mine when I do embroidery or anything. I mean, not embroidery, but when I do free motion quilting. But then when you start sewing, the needle goes down into your fabric, and it's going to go into the fabric without this first. And then into that, well, that's double thickness where the fabric is one, and then it bunches up and gets a mess. So there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can prevent that. The cheapest way is to use a piece of paper. But like I said, when I show you how to do that, and if y'all got questions, by all means, ask them, and then I can show specific things. I don't even have to show an entire video doing it. I can show a 5-minute or less of what I'm talking about, if that's all you want to see. All right, just let me know. And now I'm actually going to sign off. I just had to come back to show you that because after I got done with it, I thought, Jesus, I should have just went ahead and showed you how to do it since I was already setting the whole thing up. And I'm only doing these 3 because I've got some other stuff to do. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. You can make a comment, click on the little bell so you get notifications, or just click on the bell to be subscribed. You don't even need to get notifications if you don't want them. All right? Till next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.